as I said before in my last video, I've been searching for the most natural way to be, right? So I've been thinking about food a lot, and I've been on this like food journey for years now, but I think I'm just trying to like listen to my body and like feel out what it needs and feel out what it doesn't need. Like, once I limited the types of foods I was eating, I could start gradually like seeing which ones were best for me based on how my body feels. So if I decide to only eat fruits for a while, right? If that feels good, then I'm like, okay, fruits are good for me. If I add like potatoes or beans or whatever, rice, and if I start feeling like iffy when I eat those things, I'm like, okay, there's something here that's not right, like let me edit this out. And that's how I gradually see what's best for my body. I mean, everybody's body might be different, everybody's body might take things differently, or but that's how I find what's best for me to take into my vessel, by limiting the things that I'm intaking so that I can build up an understanding of what I am supposed to be eating, what I'm not supposed to be eating. And that's basically what I've been doing. So far, fruits are great, vegetables are great. Sweet potatoes sometimes, too much of what, I don't know if they're called white potatoes, but regular potatoes or whatever, I don't know. Don't feel too good all the time. They're too heavy on me, and I've been finding lately that lighter foods make me move better, feel more energized. Like, the heavier, the denser the foods, the more clouded my mind is, the more tired I get. So I try to eat things that are more light, give me more oxygen, a lot of alkaline foods, things that just energize and don't make you feel like heavy and weighed down. And all organic, non-GMO if I can. I've moved lately. I've been moving around a lot lately, trying to find more tropical areas, so that I can eat completely organic soon from the earth, instead of having to go to grocery stores all the time and stuff. Like, this whole journey, this whole thing is basically building myself up, tearing down the walls of the things that do not benefit my growth and my evolution, not just within my spirit but within my body, and building up what will grow me. I reference the Bible a lot and how I should eat, like the origins, like Adam and Eve, the Garden of Eden, because I feel like that's the purest way, and it's the most historic book to mankind that I can find as truth. So yeah, you don't have to believe in God as I do to understand these things. You just have to know that anything that works against the makeup of your body, anything that you're eating, anything that you're intaking that works against the natural elements of your body, is gonna destroy your body rather than build your body up. So most of the things that we're intaking, the air that we're intaking, the water that we're intaking, the food that we're intaking, is against the natural formation of our body. Therefore, it's twisting the natural growth of our body. So it's distorting it. Therefore, we're becoming less like man and more like something chemical and robotic. And I believe that the growing of man, and our bodies will make us more like God, to be honest. I mean, I believe that when we're in the right environments, when we're eating the right foods, when we're drinking the right water, when we have the right mind state, when we have all those things, we will become more of who God has made us to be, more of who we are made to be. Therefore, we will start to see growth and progress in us, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually, in leaps and bounds of ways that we could never imagine, because we haven't seen it in this type of society. So if you desire to see the limitlessness of who you are, then you got to start taking care of yourself. You got to start thinking properly. You got to start being around people and environments and stuff that cause you less stress, that cause you emotional ease and less dis-ease within yourself. This world that we're living in doesn't really want you to be at your fullest potential, because it's not beneficial to the system. But I want you to be at your fullest potential. I want me to be at my fullest potential. So if I can take the steps, I believe that you can take the steps as well. And it doesn't have to be, you don't even have to take the steps that I'm taking, but just find within yourself what is right for you and what causes you less stress and more mental clarity, and you feel better within your body. Like, at first it's hard because you're literally addicted to this. You're literally addicted to the food. You're literally addicted to the air, the toxic air that you're breathing. You're addicted to the mental mind state. But once you break that addiction, you'll start to see. You'll start to see clearer. You'll start to feel better. You'll start to understand what I'm talking about in a more fuller way. There's so much the man is capable of doing and being, and we haven't even begun to realize or tap into it yet. I mean, I think there was a time when we were more tapped in than we are now, but there are things that we do that genuinely hinder our full potential. And I mean, I honestly believe that the potential of man is boundless. I mean, and there are things that we have to start to do in order to begin to take steps to reach that limitless potential. Like, we gotta start eating better. Like, we gotta start taking care of these vessels. Like, we gotta start breathing in proper air. We gotta start thinking pure thoughts, because it's not just physical that we're taking in that harms us negatively. It's also mental and emotional. So we gotta do things that cause us less stress, more ease, that bring up our spiritual growth within our body. We gotta start taking in better foods, lighter foods that benefit the growth and the health of this vessel, so this body can be all that it's meant to be. And there's so much in our foods. There's so many chemicals. There's so much inorganic, against God type of foods. I mean, type of chemicals within our foods. It makes us less like God, and it makes us less of our fullest potential. You don't have to believe in God per se to understand this. I do. But you don't have to believe in order to understand this. You just have to understand that the state of man right now is such chaos, and it's in such a disarray. But within that, there's also a growing of purer life forms, people who don't desire it anymore, who see the need for a change, see the need for better. And those are the ones that are being used to show and to lead the way for the new that is about to come. So treat your body well. purify your hearts. Do things that cause you less stress. Be around people. Do things that cause you less stress. Allow yourself to be around people who build you rather than break you down. If your job's causing you dis-ease, find a way out of it. If all jobs are causing you dis-ease, find a way not to work. I don't know what to tell you, but we have to be more aware, and we have to have I don't know how to fully put it, but we have to be willing to do what it takes to be the greatest form of ourselves that we could possibly be. And we have to be willing to let go of all the things that don't benefit us to the fullest extent. To really just let it go. And when we do, we'll see. Because I love you all, and I want you all to be the greatest, the purest, the most righteous that you could ever possibly imagine to be. And if it's hard for you to find the ways to do it, hopefully my journey will help you to find your own way. And then you doing it will help someone else to find their own way. And the cycle will keep continuing and continuing and continuing. But you being your purest form, you being your greatest form, is beneficial to someone else being theirs. So it's not just about you, it's about all of us. And that has to be taken into consideration as well.